is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Cake Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Hey guys, bit of a sad day. We are back for the last of the SJPorr beer tastings for this year, and here is the lucky last beer. It is the Jet A1 Amber Ale, and it clocking in at 4.5%. Kindly comes to us from 36Y-46Z-93D. So cool looking little label there. So as you've probably come to expect, I have poured it up in advance, let it warm up. Had a couple of sips and a bit of a smell already, just to get some thoughts. So there it is there, looking like a true amber ale colour. Sort of like a, there's hints of red, but also like I was going to say like a mahogany sort of colour there. Looking very nice. It is actually pretty clear. I think it's just got condensation on the glass. But yeah, beautiful colour with that light coming through. Looks like it's come off a keg. There's no sediment in the bottle. So before I dive in, I'll just quickly tell you a little bit more about the beer. So the malts are Golden Promise, Vienna, Wheat, Cara Red and Cara Munich 2. The hops are Amarillo, Simcoe, Motueka, and the yeast is Y-Yeast 1728 Scottish Ale, clocking at 37 IBUs. So that sounds fantastic, all those different ingredients there. So once again, thank you very much to the brewer of this beer. Appearance wise, it's looking fantastic, and cheers to you guys for watching the videos. So let's, what do we got here? So obviously I've talked about the colour. It's holding a nice layer of sort of creamy bubbles and some nice lacing. Once again, when I tilt the glass, if I swirl it up, kicks up even more nice creamy bubbles on the top. So appearance wise, it looks fantastic. Let's get an aroma on it, guys. Okay, this has had a pretty good chance to warm up, probably 15-20 minutes. Yeah, definitely picking up those hops off the top, the Amarillo, what was it, Simcoe and Motueka. Yeah, it's quite nice sort of juicy hits of those hops. Probably in particular the Amarillo and the Simcoe. Sort of nice orange sort of marmalade aroma thing going on there, probably mixed in with the malts, which is very nice. Yeah, a little bit sort of piney, which I think is more from probably the Simcoe. Yeah, so again the orange sort of aroma, or orange-like aroma from the Amarillo, and then you're getting nice sort of nice, I think Simcoe's citrus again, but it's got more of a piney sort of a profile to it. Oh, it smells good. Definitely getting some of those malts, like quite a lot of caramel coming off the top. So yeah, that caramel and the orange and the pininess. The Motueka, it's more of a tropical fruit. It's in there, but I think it's probably a bit more in the background, to be honest. But yeah, overall the aroma is very, very nice, very juicy and rich. It smells good, and those malts are coming through as well. So with that caramel, so fantastic. So let's dive in. Cheers, guys. Cheers once again to the brewer. Oh, okay. Getting some of the malts on the aroma, but getting much bigger hits in the flavour. Well, they're coming through a lot more. A lot of a lot of like caramel sweetness. So you've got the Vienna in there, which I think has some natural sweetness anyway, and I think the same a little, maybe to a lesser degree, with the Golden Promise. So you get that natural sweetness from the grain, and then you've got some caramel, quite a bit of caramel to be honest. Which you'd probably expect with an amber. Quite a bit of caramel, maybe some toffee as well. Caramel and toffee. Cara Red, that's probably giving it that sort of red hue there. Cara Munich, I can't remember what Cara Munich does off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's adding to the overall malt flavour that I'm picking up. IBUs, good level. I like my pale ales. I know it's not a pale ale, but I like my pale ales about around 40ish, and this is 37, so I think that's good for an amber. Probably don't want it too bitter, but it has got some nice, quite prominent bitterness there, but it's, yeah, it just backs off pretty much straight away once you've swallowed the beer. Just so you're left with a nice lingering malt flavour. Carbonation is good. You know, the head stays there, it kicks up in the head again when you swirl the glass, but it doesn't feel like it's over carbonated or too gassy. So from that perspective, it's yeah, very good. You're getting more of the piney, orangey, sort of citrus qualities from the hops. Once again, having trouble picking up the Motueka, to be honest. I think Simcoe and Amarillo are quite powerful hops, and I think they might be dominating the Motueka a little bit. It's a bit of like a slight toastiness about the malts as well. Maybe a sort of hint of biscuit, but yeah, the caramel toffee is sort of the dominant player in the malt flavour. Yeah, I think you've done a really good job. It's got tons of flavour there. Definitely punches above its 4.5% ABV. Yeah, probably the only thing I would say is the caramel. For me, the caramel / toffee malt flavours are quite pronounced. I'd maybe dial back the sweet caramel flavour a little bit. And as I said, I think the Motueka is a little bit lost there, but it's probably adding to the overall hop flavour. It's just not the hop that you can sort of pick out, but I'm sure it's combining well with the Amarillo and Simcoe, which work really well together. Some real nice, juicy, intense hop flavour coming through. So yeah, fantastic job. Okay guys, I think I'll stop there. Yeah, sorry to see all the SJPorr beers have now been drunk, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see which beers sort of come out on top. But just in a quick summary, I think I've only done the challenge one year before, but I think the standard this year is very good. I think the beers overall have been a very good standard, and that what's been a real nice surprise for me and probably everyone else, the range of styles has been right across the board. You know, from light beers, your Berliner Weiss and wheat ale, you know, going through all the different sort of gradients of sort of darkness, your ambers, your brown ales, your black IPA, your stouts, your porter. So yeah, it's been a real nice across the board. I don't feel like we've had a concentration of too many beers in one particular style. It's been a real nice balance. So yeah, it's been a real pleasure tasting all your beers. Hopefully I've said some nice things about them, and if I've probably could have given a bit more feedback about the beers, but hopefully I'll do that in the marking. Just trying to keep the video short. Okay guys, if you're still drinking the beers, enjoy the last ones, and good luck with your marks, and I hope you do well, and we will catch you next time. Cheers guys, thanks for watching, and of course thank you brewer, fantastic job mate. Really enjoyed this one. It's going down a tree. Cheers, guys.